When you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Johnny, there's some bloody leaked documents from the Pentagon. When they catch the perpetrators of this particular leak, are those people going to be hung out to dry like poor old Julian Assange? Well, who would know, Johnny? I mean, that is just what Julian Assange did. He just got hold of some documents. How he got hold of them, that's another matter. But he just got hold of these documents and published them. That's exactly what the the mainstream news channels are doing, and everyone else. They're doing the same thing. Are they going to be in trouble like poor old Julian?
Described as the most serious intelligence leak in years. Dozens of pages of classified material are spreading online after being originally posted on a gaming platform.
Hey, you're right, you know.
So sometimes you do worry about reporting this, which is, a real challenge as a journalist, whether you do report this kind of information that could damage a war effort.
But Johnny, aren't all these documents just telling the world the truth?
Look, don't be so fucking stupid.
This morning, the Department of Justice has now launched an investigation into the leak of Pentagon documents that were posted online. U.S. officials have confirmed that some of the documents are authentic.
And apparently these documents are truthful? Yeah, well, I suppose when you look at it like that. I mean, you have to ask, Johnny, what is the bloody US doing and other governments? What are they doing holding all these secrets that can't be told to their constituents? You can't be told under any circumstances. Is it because if the public knew what the fucking government was doing, they'd be so shocked that they'd kick them out or what? Why do we have to have all this bloody secrecy? But Johnny, surely the government's got to have secrets about something. Surely. Oh, I know it's a war and all that sort of shit, but really, what do you need all this secrecy for, and why are they spying on everyone? You know, the US, it's been very disappointing for me, and probably you too, Johnny, to find out that the US is not based on truth, justice and the American way. That we used to think that the US is just the biggest perpetrator of terrorism and fucking overtaking countries and wars and all sorts of shit that the world has ever seen. Yeah, well, I suppose when you look at it like that.
You mentioned some information about the U.S. spying on our own allies, our own partners. What do we see in these documents?
That U.S. spies on some of its closest partners.
Signals intelligence, SIGINT, so to speak. It shows us eavesdropping on our allies.
So let's take a look at some of the examples. One, Ukraine. It definitely surveils Ukraine's leadership. Two, the U.S. intercepted conversations within South Korea's National Security Council about whether it will send artillery to Ukraine, and the U.S. intercepted communications with Mossad, that is Israel's spy agency, and that Israel has been asking the U.S. to conduct joint operations against Iran, something that, at least publicly, we did not know until now.
Yeah, so you got to wonder, it's poor old Julian Assange, he's just been made a scapegoat, yes, a scapegoat for this bloody stuff. And if other people are doing it, are they going to be thrown in jail and sit on their ass in a fucking cell for the rest of their life too? Or is it just going to be swept under the carpet and say it's an unfortunate leaking of bloody security or whatever they're going to fucking call it? Ask yourself that, Johnny. But Johnny, us saying this on international television, does that mean we'll be in trouble from the CIA or the FBI or something? Are they going to come for us? Are we in any danger, Johnny? The channel? Well, I don't think so. We're a hard-hitting bloody news organisation. And when we get a story, we publish it and be damned. That's what we do. We're not going to be bullied by the US, that's for sure. From the CIA or the FBI, I don't think we've got anything to fear at all, Johnny. In fact, I'd be... Open up in there! Open the door, it's the FBI! Open up the door! Jesus Christ! Open the door, I tell you! Holy shit! Quick, come on! Get out of here! Open the door, I tell you!
Born free as the wind.